We've all been digesting the report and the evidence that was in it. What's been your reaction to the level of detail in that report?
Well, I haven't actually read the report, but obviously I've seen the newspapers and things and seen the news, and it's pretty shocking stuff, but I'm certainly not surprised by it.
Why are you not surprised?
I mean, this has been coming for a long time. The evidence has been building slowly, Tyler Hamilton's book, etc., etc. This ongoing investigation now, it's pretty much nearly 3 years now this has been going on. And it was always going to come to a head, and that head is today where, it's been released, and it's pretty damning stuff.
What effect do you think it will have on Lance Armstrong's reputation, both inside cycling and the wider world?
Well, I think there's going to be a mixture, really. There'll be a lot of people still think he's innocent, and what he's done outside of cycling will stand for more than what he did in cycling. I think there's obviously a half that, see as what he achieved now as nothing anymore. So there'll be a mixture, really. There's obviously a massive, reaction to this in different ways, and it's how the sport sort of moves forward now, which is more important for us still involved in it.
Do you see it as irrefutable evidence?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think you have to be. It's, as I say, it's pretty damning stuff. As Dave described it yesterday, it's pretty jaw-dropping, and it's in a lot of detail as well. So, and the amount of people that have testified against it, it's certainly, as I saw some of the quotes on the ticker tapes along on Sky News there, that it's certainly not a one-sided hatchet job. It certainly seems to be pretty damning.
What effect does it have on you? What effect does it have on your sport?
Well, the effect it has on me as the current winner of the Tour de France is obviously I've got to answer the questions, pick up the pieces, expect to be the voice of everyone else behind me, which I'm not happy about doing, really, but I understand why I have to do it. My focus is always on trying to be better and competing next year again, and almost kind of shouting from the rooftops, well, look at what I did this year, really. That is the future of cycling in this country, and that is the future of our sport, and that's where it moves forward, really. And obviously a lot of this stuff happened nearly 15 years ago, so it's the sport has changed considerably, and we're a big part of changing that sport.
It was in the past, but the authorities now have to pick up the pieces and deal with it. So what should UCI do with this Usada report?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what they do now. What do they do? I mean, strip him of his titles and give it to the second place, who's already tested positive as well and been banned from the sport. Give it to the third place, who's already subsequently been gone. I mean, I think there was one report in 2003 they'll have to go down to 5th place to award the victory to. So it's almost irrelevant now, really. There's a void in those 7 years that Lance won the Tour. So it's a shame in cycling that the race that I have won this year, this historical race, is probably now going to be without a winner of those 7 years, which is quite sad in a way. But so it's kind of where does that go from there, really? I mean, what happens to those history books?
Is that why some cyclists still admire him? Because he was the best of the bunch. He was the best of the cheats. There were so many people who were doing it.
Yeah, maybe it was. Yeah, but I think as well, from what he certainly had the funding to be the best at that. I mean, it's like another sport in itself, really. So. It's not something really sort of should get into maybe as the best of that, because it's gone away from sport in a way. It's not what sport is about, and it's certainly not why I do it. So it's quite sad talking about it in those terms, really.